Hey, what's up? It's Frano here. Just a quick update. I'm just cooking at the moment, make some food after the gym. Saturday today. I'm just gonna make a quick video about perception in the mind, because we're still at a point where a lot of our perceptions are actually some of the major influences on our lives, because if you look basically into Trinity, the mind, body and spirit, mind, body and heart, as it's easier to say, the mind can often be the thing that's telling the body to move if you're not in full free flow, and also if your mind's worried, the heart kind of sends this back, and it's a back and forth like loop of worry. And I can see how like things like TV shows can get people on an emotional roller coaster, and it's almost like a scientist is working behind the TV screen, putting chemicals, but these chemicals are like a macrocosm of what's happening inside the human body, and people are getting affected by these TV shows. So I would say, like, if you want to be spiritual and you want to get on the path, you need to really watch and focus on what you're actually watching on TV, because your mind can actually be your worst enemy or your best friend. Same thing with drugs. You need to be really careful what you put into your body. Food, medicine, drugs, alcohol, and take things with a pinch of salt and a light heart, because if you're going out all the time and you're heavy-hearted and you think you're carrying a lot of tension on your shoulders, sure, there's going to be people that are trying to help you, but there's also going to be people trying to like build that tension upon you. Maybe there might be people, because we're all natural beings, right, and we can sense each other's energies, subtle energies, through body language and like the way we speak and express ourselves. So I like to think that we can be aware of one another's, not necessarily read each other's minds, but we can sense sometimes where the thoughts are going by people's body language. And rather than using this as just a tool to analyze someone, we don't want to do that. We want to actually be able to step in and say, like, this guy needs help, this guy's on a low at the moment, perhaps we should boost him up, give him some uplifting like words to make him feel better. Or perhaps he's on such a heavy mind kind of programming at the moment where, well, there's a lot going on through the guy's head, and you can tell that. So in order to get him out of that, you need to maybe make him laugh. This is why laughter is like been known, it is a great medicine, because it gets people outside of the shell that we put on, and it really is healing, and it gets their minds off the everyday things and stresses and worries about meeting goals, worries about improving and impressing people around you. And it is a tough time. We're not here, if you want to get somewhere in life, or even just live happily, you need to really put the work in, and this comes with meditation, and it comes with the way you present yourself in public and the way you speak to people. And I think, like, I might have things going on through my head sometimes which I can tell they're coming, they're like well, it's like the energy, if you will, is coming out a little bit, and you can see that through perhaps my like face expressions and stuff. But really, at the heart of things, my heart is peace, and I'm a peaceful person at heart. And although we all have like the warrior, we all have an inner fighter, that guy, that beast within us all that wants to, because there's a reason for that, and that's for survival. We always have that, even if some of us put it off and they don't have to ever bring it out in their whole life. We've still got that, and you can see how people can use that and turn cold against one another at times. Or people that do boxing, fighting, they embrace the reptilian, they embrace the inner beast, inner warrior, the inner stomach, the inner like growl, and that kind of wildness inside. So we all have different levels with things like that, but the main thing is that you, at least if you're not feeling it mentally, that at least try and come across polite and presentable, because you don't want to upset people. And I personally know that I've been in positions where I might have upset people in the past, and I just like to say like that as I say, I'm peace in heart, and although I haven't like, I'm only young, I'm only 25, and I've got a lot to learn, and I'm not trying to pretend I know it all. I can see how I might be ahead of some people in some ways for my age, and I'm just trying to deal with my mental energy to get my Trinity in motion, so I'm physically fit, which I'm getting quite physically fit again now. Mentally, I need to get there again, and then I can use my heart to actually try and help people, and that's ultimately what I want. I think like some people are put on this earth to heal the planet, to help people around them. Help is just like the word heal, you know, it's all kind of like health, heal, you know, but we only see health and science in one way, whereas some people, they need to be spoken to, and we all have, a lot of people, probably me included, have like a child within them that was abused or something went wrong or disciplined, and we're all trying to get there, back to that child state, and just heal. And ultimately I think this is what God does at some point in our life. God will try and help nourish that inner child so we can be men, because a lot of people there as well, they get to their 20s and they still feel like they're not a man. I recently saw a study that said something like, I don't know, it was in the high percentage of people in Britain that didn't feel like they were actually men or women until they were about 25. And to be honest, before I was 25, I didn't really feel like I could call myself a man. So it is kind of like it's a lag, because in the olden times you'd have to grow up, you'd be slapped on the wrist, you'd have to go out and work, even when you're 13, 14, 15, 16. So we are actually in a bit of a Goldilocks time here, where we're all trying to get jobs, we're trying to be students, we're trying to become men and women that can serve this planet, and trying to find what we need to do. So basically, I'm not going to blab on all day, but I just want to say, like, pieces in my heart, I'll be trying to bring it out through my music, through perhaps musical comedy, and I love you all, no matter what the mind might allude to or whatever. So yeah, peace in and out, love and high vibrations and full gratitude. Frano, over and out.